Okay, you're gonna have a couple of seconds to get ready because you're about to see the greatest thing ever put inside of a video game. And there it is. The Verless Wolf mount in Trove is absolutely fantastic. I'm not even just saying that because it's based off of my character, but I mean, when you look at it, it's adorable. It's the modified corgi mount, and it is just well made. We even have our like little companion capsules on the side. You know, definitely not Pokeballs right there, but I think like just the way that it captures everything is so well done, and that's just adorable right there. That's absolutely amazing. So yeah, so part of the Extra Life pack in Trove, we have the Verless Wolf mount. So it's kind of a close call because Ganda is amazing. You can walk on air forever, and that's kind of the greatest thing ever. But then we have my mount, and look at this, a likable lupine with an affinity for finding and collecting eclectic companions. A+ on the game design, A+ on everything right there. This is just absolutely like the greatest thing ever. I love every part of this. So yeah, looks like you guys are getting some Trove content. I know it's been a while since I made Trove videos, and we're gonna fix that. And also, I'm gonna use a lot of this video to talk about like what's going on with Trove, what my plans are for the future, and everything else going on. But yeah, that's just freaking awesome. I guess I'll just like hop right into the gameplay, kind of keep the video entertaining, because this video is going to be an update as to why I haven't been doing a lot of Trove content. Even though I was pretty solid on that for a while, I think I'm still like a partner. Like I get the emails, but I don't stream it enough. I don't give away the codes. I feel terrible about that. But I think I might find getting some in, like I might get back into this game just a little bit. Because, yeah, it's still a fun game. I hop in from time to time. But this was what I was waiting for. That I donated for the Extra Life event, and then that got me a mount in-game, and I kind of got to help design it and stuff. So that was pretty awesome right there. And as a partner and affiliate, it also feels pretty cool as well. But one thing I got is 24 codes. Also, we need to be looking for a desert, which is over here. Because I might as well be doing, like, the little challenges up in the top right corner. So, yeah, I actually have 24 codes. 24 codes. I think I gave one away already. They gave me 25, but I have 24 codes. So the first 24 people to send me a message on YouTube, you go to About, send message, and just asking for a code, I'm going to give you a code, and then you can get this guy for yourselves, and that'd be pretty awesome. Now, if you don't get a code, you can still buy the Extra Life pack. I think it's like the Menagerie pack or something. If you get that, it comes with this mount, as well as all of the other Extra Life mounts. I think there's a couple of, oh man, can I search it by Extra Life? Because there's so many mounts in the game, and I have so much stuff. All right, there we go, found it. So yeah, there's going to be some other mounts that are included with the pack. Also, some of the proceeds go to charity. So if you want to help out charity and then get all the cool stuff in game, that's definitely worth it if you already play Trove and stuff like that. But it kind of makes me upset because I wish that mounts could have overrides, because everyone loves Ganda. Like, Ganda's kind of the greatest thing ever because you can just fly infinitely. So if I have my mount, I don't get to fly infinitely, but I'd love it as an override. How awesome would that be if I just, like, rode in the air forever with, like, golden blocks? I think that would be pretty freaking cool. So what I'm trying to do is, I guess I'm looking for these Archaeopicatrops that are kind of invading all over the place, and I gotta go and beat them up. Yeah, there we go. All right. So once the hit detection goes, yeah, so we gotta kill 50 of those. So I guess I'll just talk about why I haven't been playing the game as much and why there's not as many videos. Like, I still get comments, maybe a couple comments a week of people asking like, yo, when are you going to bring back the Trove content? I really miss the Trove videos and stuff like that. And a lot of it is just because there hasn't been a lot of game updates, which is like super upsetting. Also, if I remember how to play, I think I just like bomb through the bottom of this and then end up just like going straight to the boss. So yeah, there haven't been a lot of game updates, and I'm near the top. Like, I'm not completely maxed out and stuff, so I could always just like hop on and play and like start working towards max. There hasn't been a lot of game updates to like kind of keep me entertaining, and this is one of the bigger game updates, except it's mostly just a pack and some of these like little things that you do on the side. But this is getting really grindy. And I'm okay with grindy games. I love RuneScape. I'll play a Minecraft mod pack that has like a bajillion things inside of it and just kind of try to enjoy myself. Oh wait, there's a lot of Desert Frontier over here. So that's not a problem, but the problem is, like, I was doing a lot of grinding, and then it just really wasn't adding up or really going anywhere. So that was kind of why I started dropping off on Trove. And then there's just nothing to show. Like, for the most part, Trove content is going to be this. I'm just running around. I can go for, like, my 500 qubits every day. I can just kind of grind through and then try to build up. But for the most part, I have a lot of money. I have a lot of items. I have kind of everything I need. You know, I have Ganda, and I have like 20,000 on the power ranking. So I'm kind of waiting for like the next major game updates. Like, this is a pretty solid game update, but it wasn't a major one. So I'm waiting for like the higher Uber portals. And I'm waiting for a lot. I think the game honestly didn't update for like 2 months. Maybe even longer. I think it might have been March. since like there was actually something going on with the game. Since then, it's been bug fixes and trying to make the game compatible with console. And now I think they're trying to like make everything line up and be on the same schedule. So because of that, I kind of haven't been as interested in the game, and the content really wouldn't be that crazy. And as you can see right now, I'm just kind of hunting down these guys, and I need to find 50 of them, and they don't seem to be that common. But this is Uber 9, and I'm just one-shotting everything because I am really stacked on the stats. I think people might want to see that right now. So yeah, my gym power rank is at 15,000. My overall power rank is 20,000. And how do I see the stats? Oh, stats on my character, yeah. So I have a Revenant that has 132,000 physical damage, and the Revenant is one of the strongest classes. Like, I will say this, and I will upset people by saying like the Revenant's one of the best, but unless they nerfed something when I was away, it was like I think it was like 7 times scaling on my right click, and if you get the special gem, your right click, it has no cooldown, so you get to do 7 times your physical damage every second, which is more than most classes. So you don't even, like, you barely use auto attacks. Also, I think if you have max attack speed, you can like auto right click within the span of a second. So your DPS, I think, is only beaten out by a Neon Ninja that's playing at like maximum crit capacity build. Also, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm still looking for like, I can clear out some of these dungeons, but I'm kind of not as interested because I need to take out like the Archiceratops or whatever these crazy things are. But yeah, as you can see, I can like one-shot most bosses. Like, you know, drink a potion, one-shot, do like 30 million damage or something ridiculous like that. So this isn't even like the most optimized Revenant. It just takes so much work at this point. I think it's like 90%, 90-something% optimized for like damage and how strong it could be. So at this point, I don't really care. And also, one problem is, the biggest reason why I haven't been playing, besides like, well, actually it kind of goes inside with the updates, is because all of my money is investments. Like, the game developers would say, hey, we're doing something next month, and then they wouldn't do it, and now we're still like 8 months later, and they haven't done what they did. So I would invest, like, you know, 10 million flux, all of my money into the next game update, and then it'd get delayed a month, and then get delayed another month, and then get delayed another month. So I have a lot of money in items, I'm just poor on cash because the game update hasn't happened, and then I wasn't able to make all the money that I was planning on making because of that. So that's kind of a really big thing right there, is because, yeah, like, I don't have money. My plans were pretty much invest, turn it around, make a ton of money off the back of that, and then buy every item in the game and be almost maxed out. So that was my plan, and I would have made a lot of videos, and I would have kept up with that pretty hard, but we didn't get there. Oh yeah, also, I love this, because I have like the disc as well. Pretty much everything's like just DOT and insane amounts of damage, so. And people say the Revenant's underwhelming, so if they give it a little bit of a buff, that's just going to be better for me. So this is a little bit of a glass cannon build, because Revenant is supposed to be like a tank with taunt and whatnot, but I'd rather just one-shot bosses and be like the second strongest, just raw DPS class. And the thing is, I think Revenant's actually better for the most part, because when it comes down to the Neon Ninja, the hit detection is really buggy. Like, even when I right-click point blank on something, sometimes the hit doesn't even register. And with Neon Ninja, if you miss your shuriken after charging up, then it's going to like murder your DPS. And I think Revenant's just the safest, you know? You don't have to do anything fancy. You immediately show up, you right click, and if I took a potion, like, yeah, that's an Uber 9 boss just done like that. And if I did a potion for double damage, I would have gotten a one shot. So everything's pretty strong. Like, I'm still pretty high ranked in the game. Actually, let's see what my actual ranking, because I used to be top 20 on Revenant, and now I'd imagine like 100. Oh, cool. I'm still top 86, and I haven't played in 8 months. So my Revenant was always really strong, and I've just been kind of like adding a couple little points. Like, I'll log in to do like a weekly thing every 2 weeks, just kind of keep up. You know, it's free money, it's free in-game currency and stuff. But now with this, like, they have this event, so Dino Attack 1 of 9. So I get to do like 8 other Dino Attack challenges once I kill 50 of these guys. Hopefully those ones go by quickly. Like, some of them, you know, it's like do 5 dungeons and I can clear that quick, or some of these are like hunting down missions. So it's a little grindy, but I'll get 10 dragon coins. And that's another thing, like with the Extra Life pack, we have all kinds of fun stuff going on. So we have Lightning Dragon, we have like the Corgi Dragon, so we have like Corgi Dog Dragon form. It actually looks pretty epic. And I'm gonna go and open all these right now, because I just have some Chaos Chests. That's the thing. A lot of people are mad at Trove right now because they became quote-unquote like pay to win, but I don't think that at all. Like, they made a switch to where all the items can be purchased with in-game currency, and you don't need to spend money to get that in-game currency. So I think that's one of the best things ever. Now, it did kind of make the pricing a little weird, and it made it to where if you pay money, you can kind of dominate the economy, but they've been doing some in-game changes to like lessen that effect. So I think it was actually like one of the best decisions the developers have ever done. But a lot of people and there's like a loud car driving by, and a lot of people had problems with that. I honestly don't know why. Pretty much whenever kids have a game that they're playing, because like this does seem like a pretty Minecrafty kind of younger audience game. Like a lot of older people play it, kind of like Pokemon. You look at some of the YouTubers, and these guys are in their 20s having a fun time playing Trove, because it's honestly a fun game. But pretty much, like, whenever, like, kids and money and microtransactions come into play, people think it's automatically evil without thinking about it. And honestly, the microtransactions on Trove aren't really that bad. Also, I think I just need to, like, pop between my favorites and keep switching between, like, Ganda and my mounts. I'll use my mount when I'm already where I need to go. But if I need to do some exploring, I'll just go to the crazy flying golden burn. That's why I love it. Like, yeah, I would want this as like an override. You know, if you've unlocked Ganda, everything should have this power in your kit, and that would make Ganda super freaking awesome. So yeah, we can walk for a bit. We can walk and talk. You know, we got that walk and talk going. I honestly don't think that was a bad decision, but the consequence of that is that they've made it to where you have to put in work into the game, and there's less money involved. So I was one of the richest characters in the entire game at one point, because I had Ganda, I had like 20 million cash. You know, I was up there as like one of the wealthiest players, and then a lot of the changes have been non-tradable. So all the higher rank gear is untradeable, all the gems are untradeable, all of the new mounts are untradeable. So because of that, like, that kind of sucked for me. And I think that's why people are upset, because you either put in the work. So you put in, you know, hours a day for months of this game, and you put in, you know, hundreds of hours of game to get like super geared up and like mad stat. And also I love this, like, this is Uber 9, I don't even have to touch buttons and I kill everything. Or you could pay to skip. Like, it's not pay to win, it's pay to skip. And people are just kind of mad about that. What makes me mad is like, okay, I have all this wealth in the game and I can't do anything about it, because literally there has not been an in-game currency oriented update. You know, that like something that you can make a flip off of, or something that there's no buying. You know, everything's just been untradeable. So there hasn't been like a tradable update in about a year. And since that was like my whole thing, was like, oh, just being the wealthiest player in the game and one of the most powerful players in the game because of that, I've been pretty turned off of playing as religiously as I was playing. Also, I think I went the wrong way. It's like, it's the orange portals that take you out, and the other portals, yeah. So yeah, because of that, like, I'm not really as in favor of that decision, but I also don't think that making everything currency was bad either. Like, look, I can just AFK this, and now we'll go and clear this, and I don't really have to worry too much. So yeah, everything's all based off of the credits, but now you can buy the credits with in-game currency, and I don't have the currency, so I was planning on, you know, just buying everything, getting 100, 200 million currency, buying like $200 worth of credits off of that, and then just, you know, just finishing the game that way, and then like buying all the other items. Then everything became not pay to win. So a lot of my investment, like my time investment, could have gone into the actual gameplay, but instead went to the market side, and the market side kind of went lame. Also, one of my tomes filled out. So yeah, it looks like I'm just gonna play Trove for like an hour and see how much you guys watch it. You know, sometimes Trove content's fun. This is like a let's play. I don't do let's plays too often. Chaos Codex, I think that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. Because yeah, Chaos Chests are untradeable. Empowered Gem Boxes, I already have like all the gems I need. Like, these things are pretty much perfect. It's the lesser gems, so I don't really need the gem box anymore. I have all 3 dragons. I don't remember if I did. I think I did an update for my second Crystal Dragon Egg. So yeah, I have all 3 Crystal Dragons, a Ganda, and an absurd amount of money in the game. The problem is, like, the biggest update I was waiting for was the second stat reroll. So this game has like rerolls on the weapons, and like, you know, every year or so they do a reroll. So I bought, I think was it $1 million? It was close to $1 million. You know, I have like 400,000 tentacles of Cthulhu or Kabluthu, and like those are actually what you use for the stat reroll. So my thought was, buy them at 150 each. Second stat reroll comes out, they become 300 each. I double my profit in 2 weeks, because Dev said, oh, 2 weeks from now, you know, next week, we're going to do the second stat reroll. And I think it's literally been a year since they announced stat reroll, and it never came. So a lot of my wealth was lost right there. And then, since there was never the second stat reroll, the inflation of the tentacles now, oh god, I'm going to cry if I see how much these things are worth. So actually, a lot of my power and a lot of my wealth in this game is pretty much worthless. Tentacle. 115. Okay. It was bad for a while. Like, it dropped down to 40 for a bit. And then, like, these, when I was playing, these were like 100 each, and now they've devalued super hard. Yeah, and people are giving away massive amounts. Oh my goodness. So a lot of my gameplay has kind of been, hindered just by the devs promising and then being 5 months late on that, or just canceling the update. So that's kind of what pissed me off a bit. Other than that, yeah, I'm just still having fun, just playing some Trove. I got my mount. Like, okay, yeah, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get like super high up. I'm gonna start flying down, and let's see if I can act. Oh, I still have my forward momentum though, so I'm gonna land sooner than I want. There we go. So yeah, I have some pretty swag stuff. Like, I remember hanging out with PAX with like some of the the community managers and stuff. I told them, yo guys, I just bind auto walk to F1 and I AFK on Ganda as I explore, and they're like, that's actually pretty good. And I was talking about, you know, this would be pretty cool. And then we also have Copyright Bird. You know, it's not technically Lugia, but it's not allowed to be Lugia. And I think I've already shown this guy in videos. You know, we have not Pokemon guy right here. You know, the resemblance of a not Pokemon, I think is pretty good right there. Yeah, so we got some really cool designs in this game. I like that. I like how you can stuff on. Oh, is this one of the guys that's terrorizing right now? Oh yeah, I think I can kill him, and he's just going to give me. No, it looks like he's a part of this. Oh, see that looks raptory, but actually he's just a desert lizard. So yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to kill 40 more. So yeah, so it's going to be a couple hours worth of finishing off these dino attacks. I can't even make videos out of that. I don't know who would watch it because see, it is kind of grindy. And for 50, so it'd be like I'd kill 5, cut to the next one, it'd be parts. So, you know, I couldn't show the full playthrough because I could be here, you know, for the next 4 hours to try to complete this. And this is supposed to be weekly. Like this Dino Attack 1 of 9, I think this is supposed to be going on for 2 weeks. I have 2 weeks to do the 9 tasks. But I could still like grind it out in a day if I really wanted to. But yeah, we got some pretty cool not Pokemon mounts in this game. Actually, why is Joran not favorited? But I love this. I love this design. It's cute, it looks cool, and there's like nice little quirks about it. Like the designer of this one was pretty awesome, and I was happy because I like lefting me. I'm like, how much can we get away with it? You know, we got a we have capture cubes for creatures. There we go. So yeah, I've made my mark in this game. You know, I'm an affiliate. I've put several 100,000 views in the game, gotten some players to sign up. I think it's all kind of cool right there, and maybe I'll play this game when they start, like when I get rich again, and also Pokemon Sun and Moon. Pokemon Sun and Moon hype really exploded, so I got super hard into Pokemon Sun and Moon. Trove, I didn't play for a while. Even if there were updates, I wouldn't have been able to play Trove because of Pokemon Sun and Moon. So maybe we'll see how Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon goes. Maybe this game will get like maybe Trove will get like a second breath of Breath of the Wild. So Trove will get like a second wind is what I was looking for. Second wind. So then maybe more people hop on it. It might be worth doing some extra videos about it and just kind of like getting guys play. But when you're at this far in the late game, like I am, it's pretty much I run Shadow Tower every week. I clear a couple of dungeons a day to get my qubits, and then it's just grind. There's nothing really dynamic happening anymore. As you can see right now, I'm just exploring to hunt down some stuff, and I'm down with this. You know, this isn't boring for me. This isn't boring for a lot of people.